Hello guys, what is up? My name is Dan the Delight and today I'm bringing you a Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang FIFA 21 player review. The Arsenal man from Gabon, the 87 rated striker. We're going to be going through what his stats are on the card, how the stats are made up, get into some in-game action and then see how he plays in-game compared to his stats on the card and see if he is worth it and where he fits on that all-important chart at the end of the best strikers that we reviewed on FIFA 21 so far. So, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, 6'2", tall guy, high work rates, right-footed, 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. So that's all very good stuff there really. High work rate. I always put stay forward for the striker when that is the case, just so they don't come back too much. And then 93 pace, 86 shooting, 75 passing, 81 dribbling, 38 defence, 69 physical. Some really nice stats there, especially obviously the pace and the shooting. 351k. That is the price that I'll be reviewing him as if he is worth. He may have gone up or down by the time that you are watching this video, but 351k. And some very nice stats there indeed. So let's get into how the stats are actually broken down via the attribute details. Alright, so 93 pace made up of 91 acceleration, 94 sprint speed, which is insane. Exactly what you want for a striker. 86 shooting made up of 93 attack positioning, which is mental. 91 finishing, like really good as well. 82 shot power, 78 long shots, 84 volleys, 78 penalties. All of them stats are brilliant. They're exactly what you want. The attack positioning and the finishing are the two highest stats there. Shot power is decent. The long shots don't really matter as much for a striker as much as it would for a midfielder cam sort of player. And the volleys and penalties are all very good as well. 75 passing, which made up of 77 vision, 76 crossing, 76 free kick accuracy, 77 short pass, 64 long pass, 81 curve. Not too bothered really about the passing. Having good short passing when you're playing two up the top is pretty good to have, just so you can play between the two. So 77 short passing is pretty good for Aubameyang there as well. So the next stat that we've got is the 81 dribbling, which is made up of 77 agility, 68 balance, 88 reactions, 82 ball control, 80 dribbling and 88 composure. Some really nice stats there. The main ones really are the ball control, reactions. They're the two that you really want to focus on and they're pretty good. And the balance is a little bit dodgy, but I don't think it's going to matter too much because of how good his pace is. The agility is really good as well there, so quite excited to try some dribbling there. 75 heading accuracy with the defending is the only thing that I really care about, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. And then the 69 physical, which is made up of 75 jumping, 80 stamina, 74 strength and then the 43 aggression. Really good stats there because the strength is the most important for me, and that is pretty good. If his aggression was higher, the physical would be higher, so, and the aggression isn't something that you really want in a striker especially. So all round really good stats there. The pace and the shooting, definitely the two stats that we're going to be focusing on, and they are the two best stats, so for a striker that's perfect. So let's get into some gameplay now and see exactly how he plays in game. Alright, so here's some gameplay that I was playing with when I was using Aubameyang, and the first positive that I need to say is how good his strength is. It's incredible. It's the 74 that it says that the card has is absolutely not true. He was not getting pushed off the ball for anything. I don't know what it was about him. He just felt like he was like the Incredible Hulk. Nothing was stopping him from getting pushed off the ball. It was insane. He'd be running up against defenders using his pace as well, and he just wouldn't get pushed off, and he would just get through and score, and it was mental. And that brings me to the next 2 points really, is that the pace was blistering. He's the fastest player that I've used on FIFA, and I've said that in a few videos about other people because they truly were, but Aubameyang has topped them for pace. He is the fastest player hands down that I've played in FIFA 21 with. He just didn't get pushed off the ball. He went through everyone. No defenders were ever catching him up, and definitely someone that you want to run at defenders with. And the next positive is the shooting. He didn't miss. Every shot he took, left foot, right foot, didn't matter. The ball was in the back of the net, and with the pace, the dribbling, the strength that he had, that was just a recipe for an all-round incredible striker. So definitely some massive positives there. The dribbling felt pretty good as well, not as bad as what the card was saying. However, there is one negative. There's only one negative that I can think about for this card, and that was, weirdly, there's no stat for this either. I guess it comes into dribbling, but it was his first touch. Every now and then he would get the ball, and then the ball would just go and he wouldn't. It was just the touch wasn't right. I don't know what it was. It wasn't often, but it did happen, so I have to make note of it, because it was a little bit frustrating every now and then when it did happen. Only happened like 2 or 3 times out of I played quite a few games with him, so it's not too much of a problem, but just gotta get that in there. But that was the only negative that I could think of for this card. It's incredible, and I'm going to be using him for the FUT Champs. So let's get back into the attribute details now. So these are the stats that he's got, and now I'm going to give my opinion on what I feel like his stats really should be in the game compared to what they are on the card there. So 93 pace is an incredible stat, and often I would probably bring the pace down a little bit from 93, but for Aubameyang I'm going to leave it at 93, because it was incredible. 93 pace, and he felt every bit of that. It was just rocket. As soon as he got past the defender, he was gone. No one was catching him, and even he could start here and the defender would be here and he'd be here before you even know it. So 93 pace, 100%. The 86 shooting I'm going to have to increase as well. It's got to come up to about a 90. He was probably the best shot striker that I've actually used, like it is in terms of finisher. 86 shooting is an incredible stat, but 90 is even better, and he deserves the 90. It was the best shooting that I've used on a card in FIFA 21 so far. 75 passing I feel was about right. I didn't really notice anything out of the world. He was passing between the 2 strikers pretty nicely, but nothing really to set the world alight with through balls or anything like that. So 75 passing is an okay stat, and it was okay passing. And the 81 dribbling, it's a weird one, because he was really good at dribbling sort of past players, but the first touch sort of thing has to let it down a little bit. I'm going to bring it up slightly to about an 83, because 81 seems really low to me, but 83 I feel like is about right for him. Just that first touch thing was letting him down a bit there, and then the physical. The physical at 69 is, for obvious reasons, the aggression is bringing that right down. However, his strength is much better than 74. It felt about like 85. So I'm going to have to bring that physical up massively. I'm going to sort of pretend aggression is not included, and bring that the physical up to about an 84. To be honest, I know it's a massive jump, but the aggression doesn't really make too much. It doesn't matter in game, especially for a striker. So we'll sort of blank that out and take into consideration the strength, stamina and jumping, and I'm going to have to give him an 84 for the strength. So all round we have increased the stats pretty significantly, especially the shooting, the dribbling and the physical. The pace has stayed at 93, which is an incredible stat as it is. So just leaves one more question really, and is Aubameyang worth the 351k that I paid for him at this time? And I would have to say, and this is strange for me to say for a player so expensive, he is worth the money, 100% worth the coins. I'm keeping him in my team. I bought him and I was going to sell him on and then use the money to do another review, but I'm going to try and make some more money to do a different review, because I have to have this guy in my team. He is incredible, and definitely someone that you need to go out and get. I'm going to be using him in my FUT Champs, so that just shows how good I think he is. And him and Watkins together really did play well. 2 fast guys. Aubameyang can just finish everything. He was so strong. Definitely a player that you need in your team. So that leaves, where is he on the chart? And as you can see, number 1, of course. He overtakes Martial as the best striker that I've used so far on FIFA 21. Overtakes Martial, overtakes Watkins, and he's just the out and out complete and utter striker that you need in your team. What more can I say? So he's the best FIFA 21 striker, and that's taken into consideration as well. The money spent for him, value for money, is taken into consideration for me with this chart. So he definitely exceeded expectations, and he goes in at number 1. But yeah, what more can I say other than go and get yourself an Aubameyang if you can afford him, of course, because he's not cheap, but I think he is worth the coins if you can. But if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button for more FIFA 21 reviews. We've got some coming every single day, and there's loads already on the channel. You can see all of these players that I have on the screen there, see their player reviews. So as always, thank you for watching. Take care guys, bye bye.